Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. We have a very special person with us today, Raghav. He is, he's one amongst all of us, and he today clarifies the doubts and makes us understand how did he end up getting a fantastic percentile and getting all those great calls. So welcome, Raghav. But before I hand over, the session to Raghav, I know everyone wants to understand and listen to Raghav, but I'll just set tone, and in the meantime, let's let everybody just join in. Time and again over the last 20 years, uh, at least in my journey, Hitbullseye has been there for even a significantly longer time. We've seen that students who have been sincere and did not leave preparing till the end have been the ones who actually end up getting good B school calls. Apart from, and what happens really is that most of the students towards their journey just become haywire, get influenced with a lot of noise happening around, and hence end up spoiling their preparation. A student who remains sincere, has continuously been preparing, has been in touch with the faculties, has been regularly attending the sessions, classes at Hitbullseye. We've seen them, getting good calls. So I don't know, but Raghav is that's what our experience of 20 years says. My experience of 20 years says, and let's hear it from Raghav, who prepared last year from Hitbullseye. Does he have? And Raghav, speak your heart out. If you think the things have changed. We are 20 years. Over these last 20 years, things have changed. Most welcome. We would like to hear it from you. Try to make those changes at Hitbullseye the way we always do. So, welcome, and over to you. Speak your heart out. The people who are listening to us today and will be listening to us in the future, because this is being telecasted live, will be there on YouTube. It's being telecasted live right now, but will be there on YouTube later on as well. So what do you want, them to imbibe? How do you think they should go about their preparation? But before that, before starting, I'll want you to give a little introduction about yourself. Over to you.
So, good evening, sir, and thank you so much for introducing me. And hello, everyone. My name is Raghav, and I was preparing for CAT 2022 last year with Hitbullseye. I belong from Muzaffarnagar, Uttar Pradesh, and I got a percentile, a decent percentile. And during my journey, I am a non-engineer. If everybody makes it so
Yeah.
vocal about it, but yeah, there is no distinction while preparing for CAT examination because the syllabus and preparation is same for everyone. And during my journey of preparation, there were highs and lows, which is there in every journey. But what I believe, as sir said, I completely agree with it, that one who is sincerely preparing and determined to crack CAT exam will crack CAT exam, is what I believe. While introducing myself, I want to tell that I was working since last 2 years, and along with my graduate degree, and people working during college have some problem with managing this subjects as well as preparing for CAT, because that is also important. But it is equally important for people who are doing jobs to manage their daily schedule along with preparation. So
Sorry, I'm interrupting, and I'm interrupting in, though I said speak your heart out, but what I did not know this, but what the point to be noted here is he's from a non-engineering background, is from an NIFT, which is, wherein he has to focus on all the three sections. He's working, and obviously there are job pressures as well, and he still ends up getting a fantastic percentile. Okay, so getting a fantastic percentile, he could still manage everything and get it. That speaks volumes about the commitment of this guy, right? There are many, and there are umpteen number of examples. हम बोलते थक जाते हैं कि बच्चे हो जाएगा, लगे रहो, and students have enormous expectations. वो अपनी expectations में ही tension ले जाते हैं. They succumb to that pressure. But what is to be understood is this is an ideal story, right? No one can take away the percentile ki ye nahi bol sakta koi ki, he had an engineering background or something and, ended up scoring fantastic in quant. So please, right? He's one amongst us. And let's listen to him. Yeah, over to you. Sorry.
So, exactly, sir. This was what I meant to say, that people come up with different ideologies, or maybe they come up with something, a reason to not prepare, like कि मैं तो इंजीनियर हूँ, मेरा नहीं होगा, या फिर अरे मैं तो काम कर रहा हूँ, मेरे पास टाइम ही कहाँ है, या फिर मैं तो स्टूडेंट हूँ, मेरा तो फाइनल ईयर है, मेरे को तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट अपना फोकस करना है डिग्री पे. But I must say, these all are just reasons which you can put aside and be really determined if you want to get into an MBA school next year. And that is for sure that these reasons will come up sometime or the other in your journey. When you
राघव, जैसे क्या होता है, वो एक मॉक कैट खराब होता है, ठीक है, और उसको कहीं पे करने का टाइम नहीं मिला, या फिर एक क्लास कहीं पे बाय चांस मिस हो गई, या एक क्लास का होमवर्क नहीं हो पाया, वो प्रेशर आ जाता है. बिल्कुल ठीक बोल रहा हूँ ना? अचानक से आता है प्रेशर. So let's understand from their perspective that you are also part of them, कि वो प्रेशर तो आता है, बट उस प्रेशर को मैनेज करना इस पूरी प्रेपरेशन जर्नी का वाइटल पार्ट है ना?
Yes, sir, absolutely. So sir, when I started
something, Raghav, what are you working? What's your job profile? We really want to understand that. What's your job profile?
Okay, so sir, I was working as a process design engineer at a garment manufacturing company in Middle East Asia. So that was basically understanding and observing the procedures of a company, and then designing them and re-engineering them so as to optimize those processes. So that required me to be on the floor for all the time the factory is running, right from 7 a.m. in the morning till 9 p.m. in the evening. That was a 12-hour shift. And then you have to observe each and every process very briefly, and then understand what is a loophole and what could be designed to as to optimize this process.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. So how did you? Sorry, over to you. You were saying something. I really wanted to understand what were you doing, but over to you before I can ask more questions. Yes.
Sir, while I started my preparation last year, the first thing which came to my mind is what should be done, how? क्या कब कैसे करना है? Everybody is very scared कि अरे बहुत सारा है, नहीं हो पाएगा. But the first thing which comes to my mind is, because of Hitbullseye, we got distributed syllabus, which came a plus point for me because मेरा research बच गया. I didn't had to research कि okay maths में ये आएगा, इसको topic को ऐसे break down करना चाहिए, ऐसे पढ़ना चाहिए. That was all available for me. So I started my preparation from that notch, that syllabus was available and I have to go through videos, I have to talk to my mentors, teachers, and then start from there. Right. And after that, February से mocks चालू हो गए थे. And that was a eye-opening moment for me. Okay, that you stand on this level, and from here you have to push yourself to CAT level. So the mocks become the eye-opening moment for you. And as soon as your syllabus completes for the first round, and then you realize, okay, these topics and keynotes are still loose. That is something when you start hurrying up. Okay, ab nahi kar sakte. Now we have to fasten our pace. So I guess these are the three segments which I went through, and which many of my friends who were preparing for CAT also went through.
Right.
And after that, once you realize, okay, this is my key area, this I can handle, this needs more preparation. That is the time when you have already done your analytics, and now you are focusing particularly on that subject area. You are gathering material, you are going through it, you are asking faculties about questions which you're not understanding. I guess that is the best way to prepare, because in that way, you also analyze your plus points while covering your negative points. So it is a both side analysis which helped me.
So, the first question which immediately comes to my mind is कि क्या लगता है ये 8-9 महीने काफी है प्रिपरेशन करने के लिए? What do you think? You've been through it.
Sir, बहुत है.
बहुत है. ठीक है.
Yes, sir. Okay.
If you want to contradict, you say no. Tell me right away. Okay, you can say no. Okay.
Sure, sir. But I feel it is more than enough if you are determined. See, I will tell my experience. I was not able to give more than 4 hours a day because I had a 12-hour shift with my job and I had to do my other personal stuff as well. So that was only 4 hours a day. But even if you do it regularly, 9 months are more than enough to cover the syllabus and to understand and reach the CAT level, is what I feel.
तो क्या हर दिन परफेक्ट होता है?
No, sir. Absolutely not.
कैसे लगता है? क्या 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 गलतियां होती थी? क्या लगता था? कभी गिरे और गिर के उठे कैसे? We also want to hear that.
Sir, there were low days. There were days when you are sick, when you are not in a mood to study, when you miss out on your syllabus and you are like, मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा. Then you see, okay, there's one scoreboard in Hitbullseye also. So you are giving mocks. तुम पहले 3 मॉक में टॉप 50 में आ रहे हो, and then all of a sudden in the next 2 mocks you're not there, and you're like, अरे यार ये क्या हो गया? No, I can't do it. and then you're like, no, you have to do it because there is no plan B. See, people who are determined, no, उनको पता है मुझे MBA करना है. Be it this year, I have to do it anyhow. So
Right.
they are karo ya maro wala situation. So that is how you are totally determined to do it.
और क्या अगर लगे रहो तो हो जाता है? क्या लगता है?
Sir, direction is also required and determination is also required.
Fantastic. That's the clarity of thought process. Very well. Very so. Both the things, determination and direction, will guide you through. Determination सिर्फ होने से अगर direction इधर उधर हो रही है, you will not be able to.
Absolutely. And what I feel is, if you utilize your dashboard of Hitbullseye very easily, direction आपको मिल जाएगी. That is the purpose I joined it, and I was pretty satisfied with it, because when there was one particular section of analytics which I have occupied completely. I had 2 friends also, and they were like, इसमें क्या होता है? They didn't know. And when I told them, after that they have used it severely. Like every day they're saying, okay, this concept is going down, this concept is going up, it is in green, it is in red, and that is how you are going through it, going about it. So that helped me a lot. So direction थी and determination you have to bring in, and that is the key success formula for CAT.
तो चलो एक ओपनली चीज पूछता हूँ, though that is not a part of this session, but नॉइज तो आती होगी, बाकी इंस्टीट्यूट्स में भी फ्रेंड्स वगैरह तैयारी कर रहे थे,
Absolutely, sir.
तो क्या क्या लगता है कि should someone use that material? 2-3 मटेरियल्स इकट्ठे करने चाहिए? क्या करना चाहिए?
Sir, I just recently said,
हाँ, अगर वो सॉरी, या प्लीज ओवर टू यू.
sir, yes sir, please.
नहीं आप बताओ कि क्या करना चाहिए.
Sir, direction and determination. What I feel is, with every different material you'll get a different direction, because even the destination is CAT 2023. You will get a different pathway कि आप पहले क्वांट कर लो जी, फिर आप VARC कर लो, फिर आप DILR कर लो. अच्छा नहीं आप तीनों को साथ लेके चलो. अच्छा नहीं आप इस वे से करो. सबका मटेरियल अलग होगा, सबका सिलेबस का प्रिपरेशन तरीका अलग होगा, एंड सबका कंटेंट भी अलग होगा, नो डाउट अलग होगा. But you have to follow one path, and you have to put all your faith in that path. That is how you will get the right direction. Because any person who is serving in that field since last 20 years or 25 years, they know what has been through it and what is the way right now through it. So we have to just put in our faith with all our heart and follow that direction.
Very true, very true. See, जब तक conviction नहीं आती ना, एक और चीज बताता हूँ. The best coach, the highest scoring batsman might not be the best coach. The best coach might not be the highest scoring batsman or the highest wicket taking bowler. But what happens is कि, the moment you have faith, the coach is enough to guide you, tell you this is what is to be done, and you need to follow that path. ज़्यादा time लगता है उस path को follow करने में.
Yes.
जैसे ही आप noise में जाना शुरू हो जाते हो, discussing it with few people here and there, you start following different directions, and the moment you start following different directions, आपके concepts में सोने शुरू हो जाते हैं. So I'll give you an example. ये हमारे पास आती है चीज दो, I asked this question कि एक ही concept को multiple बार करते रह गए और बाकी concepts को cover ही नहीं कर पाए. Right? So 20, 25, 30 mocks which Hitbullseye is giving, I'll be giving more than that, is more than sufficient. आपने 5 mocks और कहीं के try करने आप करिए. But how would that help? I don't know. Apart from, या तो बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा या बहुत बुरा हो जाएगा. बहुत अच्छा हो गया तो, it might just end up giving you comfort when not required, and कुछ बुरा चला गया तो again the preparation goes haywire. So that comes on the thing कि बहुत students आते हैं इस समय पूछते हैं कि mock cats देने चाहिए. What do you think? Mock cats शुरू में दे देने चाहिए?
Sir, I have a slightly different approach which people preach but don't follow.
Okay.
So that approach was, वो लोग बोलते हैं starting में मत दो, ending में भर भर के दे दो. तुम्हारा syllabus पूरा हो गया, अब तुम्हें सब कुछ आता है, अब देखो तुम कहाँ पर हो. That is not what I believe.
Right.
I started from 1st February, first mock, and I have very strictly followed that criteria that June tak every 2 weeks one mock, and from July every week one mock, and that is very sufficient because after that mock you have to complete your syllabus as well as analyze that mock. That will take around 2 to 3 days if you are doing if you're analyzing it very completely and thoroughly, you will take around 2 to 3 days. So analyze one mock test because you need to analyze तुम्हारा कौन सा concept गलत हुआ है. Then you need to analyze क्या गलती हुई है. Then you need to analyze is there any better way to solve it. So so if you take mocks right from the beginning, no, even if you stand nowhere, okay, I believe मुझे अभी कुछ नहीं आता है. I am a total beginner and I am preparing for CAT.
Right.
Giving a mock is very important for me to understand. Okay, मैं अभी stand कहाँ करता हूँ. Maybe there could be a hidden strength जो मुझे पता भी ना हो कि अच्छा ये questions मैं कर लेता हूँ. और there could be hidden weakness जो मुझे पता ना हो कि अच्छा I have to work on this. So that comes totally through mocks. Mocks is I feel a mirror to you.
No, so we say the same thing, and you obviously been a student at Hitbullseye. We say the same thing that please mocks शुरू किए गए हैं, आपके लिए शुरू किए गए हैं. And if you take the mock, you'll understand what happens in the paper. Okay, and then prepare accordingly, fine tune your preparation कि ये चीज मैं नहीं manage कर सकता. I'll give you a very simple example. I've been learning golf. Okay, so over the last few months, and this could be for any sport. Okay, and I'm not trying to judge myself when I'm giving this example or during the whole process of the example. So जब मैं golf कर रहा था, मैं practice कर रहा था, फिर एक दिन अचानक से one of the clients said that Deepak, let's play golf on a particular day. तो मैं गया, मैंने 18 होल खेली. So 18 होल is, पर मुझे समझ आया जो मैं तैयारी कर रहा हूँ वो मैं किस चीज की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ. It's been quite some time now, but मैं किस चीज की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ. तो जब मैंने वो पूरा कोर्स कवर किया, मुझे पता चला कि मेरे जो डिफरेंट शॉट्स थे, डिफरेंट क्लब्स थी, ड्राइवर्स, आयरन, why do I have to use them? Okay, for what do I have to use them? क्या जरूरत पड़ती है वो प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन की. हाँ, हर शॉट उस समय before it's been quite a few months, but मुझे पता ही नहीं था. I was just practicing, right? Now I knew it. Hang on, अगर ये वाली चीज मैंने इस तरीके से अच्छी तरीके से नहीं करी तो मुझे यहाँ चल के आगे चल के प्रॉब्लम देगी. That is exactly what happens in the paper. That आप तैयारी करते रह जाओगे, आपको पता है शॉर्ट पिच बॉल कैसे खेलनी है, पर वो 4 शॉर्ट पिच बॉल्स एक फुल लेंथ बॉल के बीच में आएगी, वो कैसे खेलनी है वो पेपर ही बताएगा. Am I right, Raghav?
Absolutely, sir. And that too in a time bound constraint.
In a time bound constraint. Perfect. And with people around you,
yes,
giving you that pressure will tell you.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes. तो ऐसे अकेला कर कि मैं घर पे बॉलिंग करता रहूंगा, मैं घर पे बैटिंग करता रहूंगा, नहीं. जब आप बैटिंग वहां पे करने जाओगे, इट्स अ डिफरेंट एनवायरनमेंट. आपको वो एनवायरनमेंट समझना है, राइट? कि ये चीज तो होगी. So this is what I feel. Yeah, over to you. Yeah, you were saying
along
something?
with, sir, this preparation, there are some low points as well. For an example, सबके time में आते हैं. Maybe if he's a student, maybe there are exams, or maybe if he's working, there is some audit in the company. Or so some low point when you get occupied in some personal stuff and एक break लग जाता है preparation में. That happened with me as well. It happened in August last year.
Okay.
That when after just after I filled my CAT form, it opened in August, and there was an audit in my company, and I was taking care of 2 factories. So I was totally occupied with my clients, and that is how 15 days I didn't do anything. मेरे 2 mocks छूट गए. My concept, my time frame छूट गया, and then I'm like, अब तो दिक्कत हो गई. Now I can't do it. And then the noise started coming in. Okay, should I do something else? Should I try different coaching, or what should I do? That was totally like different ideas coming to my mind. How to cover it. Maybe I can take a leave from my job and cover it. One day we'll just go run through. And then I called for counseling help with Bullseye only, and they guided me through it. Okay, you can do this by this, and they helped me manage my time. So that was the best part, because I feel my weakness was time management, and they helped me with it, particularly with my job. So that was a plus point for me. Okay, that is how I managed my time, and I prepared a schedule. Sticking it to it is my determination, but preparing it is another big task which I achieved through this. And in September, I was totally up in the loss ki August ka cover up karna hai. And that is how I doubled my preparation. So I came back on track by end of September. So that says another key: nobody needs to be disheartened if you get a break in your life. That happens and it will happen. But the only point is, the harder you go down, the more you have to bounce back to the same level.
Exactly. So वही एग्जाम्पल तो वही याद आती है कि जब कोहली, बुमराह, जडेजा इनके करियर्स में सब कुछ ठीक नहीं गया, still are striving to get back. Okay, Bumrah is going for another surgery, and now all different examples. Okay, so Kohli, has had his patches, good or bad, I don't know. I'm not no judge to it, but has had his patches. बेचारे पे pressure देखो कितना होगा, फिर भी determined, है ना? I have to get back. What matters is today's match. I have to get back. I have to give my best. That day, every day, and चीजें तो खराब जाएंगी, यही लाइफ है. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि सब कुछ स्ट्रेट लाइन में चलता जाए और सब मदद होती जाए.
Absolutely.
So how good and how well, ये that's why it's very important कि ठंडे दिमाग वाला जना चाहिए कि उसको पता है कि यार चीजें तो खराब जाएंगी, उसको साइड पे रख के, वो मेरा 10-20% खराब होगा, उसको साइड पे रख के मैं अपना बाकी चीज कैसे मैनेज कर सकता हूँ. दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट राघव? तो ये बताओ कि तैयारी कैसे करी, क्या मतलब how did you, which was the stronger section, which was your weak section, how did you focus on the weak section, or how did you focus on the strong section?
Okay, so sir, when I started with when I had a plan in my mind ki okay, I'll appear for CAT 2022, so I knew okay, there are 3 sections. I researched. There were DILR, there was VARC, there was quant. And what I had an inner feeling, because I was good with maths throughout my school, so quant will be very easy for me, and English, so I know, so VARC would be easy.
सब ऐसे start करते हैं, सब ऐसे start करते हैं.
And only section which I stuck is DILR. So I should start with DILR. Then I gave 2 mocks. And then the reality struck me that DILR is still easy. You have to work on quants. And that is how you get in the game. Yeah. Okay, then I went for the syllabus. I studied all the videos, concept one after the another, taking tests, pre-concept test, post-concept test, then the videos through it, then going through sectional test for doing particularly quants. That happened, and this continued for 3 months, March, April, and May. By June, my target was to complete the syllabus. I completed quant and DILR videos. Half of the DILR videos I completed by June. Then I took mocks, and then I felt okay. Quant was fine. VARC was at its place, and DILR, which I performed well in March, came down.
Oh, okay.
Like, now what is this? Something was good. I prepared another, and that went down. Now this is something a new scenario. Then I listened to a lot of videos, the recorded videos of on this channel only, and then I got to know, okay, you have to continuously prepare for all the 3. You can't just leave 2 and prepare for 1, hoping the other 2 will just stay the same. Because CAT is not knowing about the concepts; it is about applying them, and it requires practice.
Yes.
So then the time management part came in. I scheduled, okay, if I have 4 hours, so I'll put 2 for one section and one for the other 2 section. Depending on the last performance, the last mock, which section went down, we'll allot this week 2 hours for that section and the other 2 hours for each section. Also, there was one problem with me, because I was out of India, so I didn't have access to newspapers. And everybody was telling me, read newspapers. And I'm like, I don't have, how should I read them? And the best part was if either online, but again, online won't give you a feel of reading newspapers. And many people are not very friendly with the newspapers. Like news बहुत boring लगती है.
Exactly.
So there was one faculty who guided me to use Eon. That's a website for essays.
Okay.
And that website particularly helped me for my VARC section.
Okay.
And this was introduced me through the faculties of Hitbullseye. You can go through it and you read through these essays. And even while sleeping, that was my bedtime hobby, to read one essay and then to sleep. So that became a schedule. Even I don't know why I'm still continuing it. My cat is over and I'm still reading, and it is improving my English so far. Because you know how a production setup life is, a company, and then to come on the cat stage, all India stage, and then to speak English, write English, because it's not just about appearing MCQs. After cat, the interviewing process is also very difficult.
Very difficult. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Rather, I'll say cat is just a ticket to the next step.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So for all that, I guess different resources would be helpful, but again, they would be going through the same path, the action of course which you have settled down. That is how it is going to help you, is what I feel.
Okay. Okay. So what? So this is on the verbal reading comprehension section. What about the other two sections? What did you per se do?
Particularly for quant, sir, the videos helped me with the basic concept. So then I used to classify those concepts in two parts: if it is doable or not doable. If it was doable, I directly jumped to the tests and the time test, 10 minutes test and 15 minutes test. But if it was not doable, I used to download its practice material, its ebooks, because the
Okay.
video was still 30 minutes, and ebook you can go through it again and again and again.
Yes.
There was also one concept, time, speed, and distance, in which there was a section called two trains crossing each other. So that particular got stuck in my head because I was a bit scared about that since my 11th standard. Two time, speed, distance, that is something I'm scared of. So I even got some help from the faculties. Ki, okay, please help me through this. And then they gave me some different assignments for that, 3 or 4 questions that helped me crack the basic concept. Okay, कि इसमें जो भी questions होंगे, that would be falling accordingly this.
Right.
And then when I went for those tests, even such questions were not covered in the videos, but again, it helped me go through that test. So that is how I went for quants, determining what you can do, what you cannot do. And the best part is you don't have to attempt the whole paper. So you don't have to cover the whole syllabus. If you want to leave, I'm not saying you okay, leave 5 topics, but at least one topic which you're finding really hard, you can leave it. That is another tip which I got, and I want to pass on to the next aspirants, that leave one section if you're not comfortable. So that others you can do better.
A particular topic in the section.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Sorry, not the section, topic, yeah, particular concept.
Right. So this was, that you can leave it, but so what did you leave?
Sir, I particularly leave logarithms.
Acha.
Yeah. Because I thought ki logarithms would catch 2 or 3 questions. So and logarithms was going just above my head. I tried it 2 times or 3 times, but I didn't understand. And then I decided, okay, we can leave it and we can skip to other parts. And I decided to harness what I already have. So I went for my algebra, which was better than others. And then I went for my formula-based questions, like the geometry and the trigo. And I did that. So rather than starting a new concept all over, I tried to harness what I have.
Okay. So what did you made whatever best you could do outside within the given time limit. Very nice.
Yeah.
So what about the DI section? How did you prepare for the DI section? No, rather, let's say ऐसा कोई था part जिसपे you focused, so this was like leaving. But ऐसा कुछ था कि which was hard, you did it. How did you do it? मतलब it was
particularly graphs in DILR.
Okay.
So graphs, there are 3 types of graphs. One is line, one is bar, one is histograms. Histograms was completely new to me. And I didn't know anything about it. It was very difficult for me because I was not understanding a single question. And DIR questions are in sets. Aaya, so 5 question aa gaye. Nahi aaya, everything is gone.
Obviously, yes. तो फिर उसको
So,
कैसे तैयारी करी? How did you prepare for it? So I
so first,
really want students to understand that if they get stuck in a particular thing, how do you prepare for it? So the
the
approach
first thing is
basically, yeah.
going to the root.
Okay.
What I did was histograms start with 9th standard NCRT book. So I went for 9th standard NCRT book. I opened what is a histogram. You will find on Google, but that is a very scattered approach because every website will tell you a different story. So
Right.
rather go to a book. I got histograms. Then I see solved examples of histograms, the basic concepts, 8th and 9th standards. And then you try to relate what is question asking you, what is the detail, how can you analyze it. If some detail is missing, is there some similar question in that book? That is the first step.
Okay.
After that, I came to the videos provided at the portal. I went to the videos and the practice papers. That
Okay.
gave me similar ideas. Okay, that is how some question is going to arise. So my half work is done. My last work is when I open that question, because this concept is going to be new for me. My speed is going to be very, very slow. And I cannot let it affect the other sections or the other questions in that section. So suppose there are 5 sets and I've decided I'll approach 3 sets. So I used to do the 2 sets first, and this difficult wala I used to attempt in the last. Even if it is taking more time, it won't take more than my 40 minutes, the allotted time. It will jump on to the next section. So there is no loss for me, even if I lose it. And if I do it, it's good. But I won't let it affect my other questions.
Okay. Good. So you feel that even if you're not good in a particular concept, following a methodological approach will guide you through.
Absolutely.
Refer to the NCRT if you're really bad in it. Refer to the NCRT. Refer to the online material. Refer to the books. And then try to come out of it. Address it immediately instead of delaying it for July, August. Address it immediately.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes, very nice.
Sir,
Okay.
analyzing is the key. If you don't know what and where you stand, you cannot move forward.
Yes. If you feel everything is going to be easy, no, hang on, then there's no point coming to Hitbullseye and preparing for it. But you understand that there are certain things which have to be addressed, and you address it immediately, start addressing it immediately now. Great. तो मुश्किल नहीं लगता था कभी कभी ये सब कुछ करना along with working? क्या लगता है अच्छा किया you took worked और कि पहले ही दे देते? What's your take on it?
सर, सबका अपना अपना अलग अलग स्टोरी होता है. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में कैट का फॉर्म भरा था, बट देन कोविड हिट, माय फैमिली कंडीशंस वर नॉट गुड, आई हैड टू वर्क, सो आई स्किप्ड द एग्जाम. बट आई डोंट रिग्रेट कि आई डिडंट गिव माय एग्जाम लास्ट ईयर, और अगर तब देता तब अच्छा होता है, फिर अब दिया अब अच्छा हुआ. इट इज मोर लाइक व्हेन यू फील यू आर रेडी, गिव इट. इट इज नॉट लाइक कि मैं जॉब कर लेता हूँ, वर्क एक्सपीरियंस मिल जाएगा फिर करता हूँ, बिकॉज 70% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन इज फ्रेशर्स इन एमबीए स्कूल.
एग्जैक्टली.
एंड इफ यू फील कि अच्छा मैं फ्रेशर हूँ, मुझे दे देना चाहिए, so no bro, you will get a definite advantage in while studying, you doing your MBA, if you get a work experience. So both go hand in hand. The point is, when you feel ki, okay, I am good enough to get an MBA, go for it.
So there are pros and cons of both the sides of the coin. You have to basically give your 100% commitment whenever you started preparing for it. उसके बाद देखते हैं, पेपर के बाद देखते हैं, है ना, मार्च में समय चल के
अदरवाइज सर प्लान भी दिमाग में रहता है, अगले साल दे दूंगा. अगर वो अगले साल होएगा तो वो अगले साल ही होएगा.
वो इस साल नहीं होएगा फिर.
वो इस साल नहीं होएगा फिर.
वो अगले साल वो ह्यूमन माइंड है, उसको जैसे करोगे ना वो वैसे ही बन जाएगा. अगर अभी अगला साल है तो अगले साल कर सकते हैं. But I'll give you an example. I used to take quant classes with one particular institute, and one of the students gave the paper and then said, "Sir, इस साल नहीं करना, अगले साल करेंगे. इस साल मैं सिर्फ देखने के लिए दे रहा हूँ पेपर." तो देखने के लिए पेपर तो दे दिया, परसेंटाइल 100 के पास भी आ गई, पर अब वो सिर्फ मजे में दिया हुआ था. अगले साल देंगे, राइट? तो अगले साल परसेंटाइल 95 के नीचे चली गई. तो so you have to take everything along. If you're taking the paper this year, everything has to move, right? ऐसा नहीं करना कि एक दो sections करके परसेंटाइल लेके आके मजे कर लिए, नहीं, because that is different from the real paper. right? So the bowler goes, tries to hit a few balls for sixes. Yes, if you're able to hit sixes, does not mean that आप next अगले match में भी sixes मार रहे होगे. Get your fundamentals right. Getting the fundamentals right is very important, and that is how you'll get through the paper.
What I feel is, sir, when you are relating, okay, ki I am standing this at my life right now at this stage, okay, my bachelor is completed or it is going to complete, or I am working right now and I have got this years of experience, and that is why an MBA is important for me, and for that MBA I am doing this CAT. That
Exactly.
brings in that determination ki okay, my next year's future goal is this, and that is why I'm doing this. When you have a very clear goal in mind, you become really determined ki okay, to karna hi hai. That helped with me particularly. So that is how people can approach through it. Get your objectives and goals very clear ki okay, I have to do this, and that is how I'll achieve this, and similarly you'll get a determination for it.
So, this is what you've done. Now, what are you currently doing? As in, how are you preparing for your interviews? Just a glimpse of it, because we like to hear it from you post. You haven't taken the interview, but just a glimpse of it, so that students have an idea what they'll be doing at this time next year.
So after your CAT result comes out, 2 weeks are just confusion. So, okay, what next? Because okay, result aa gaya, everybody's telling mera itna percentile, tumhara profile ye hai. Then profile picture comes into it. Okay, you are an engineer or non-engineer, and you have this much work experience. Oh, mera college mein itna percentile tha. Okay, you are a gold medalist, or maybe mera 10th or 12th अच्छा नहीं हुआ. So that all comes into mind, and everybody is running here and there where to go. कि okay, मैंने इधर से prepare किया था, अब मैं इधर जाऊंगा, फिर मैं ये करूंगा, वो करूंगा, मेरे को ये call आ जाएगा. The first thing everybody should do it as per your percentile and your sectional cutoffs, find out which colleges you are going to apply. Because even IIMs, which you have filled in for your CAT examination, require an again reconfirmation of interest that you are going to apply in that college. So first thing is research about colleges. Okay, my percentile is this much. For this, my best top 20 shots is this. So these 20 forms I'm going to fill. Then the another part is which goes haywire is every college has a separate interview date and a separate application form date with separate application documents. One person needs a PDF for 20 KB, other needs a PDF for 200 KB. So half the time you are just resizing the formats on the laptop. So the other thing is making a calendar. Okay, this is the last date and I should not miss any of the application. I personally missed my SP Jan application by this. It was last date was in November and I didn't apply. I was aware, okay, CAT के बाद करना होता है. January में पता चला November में last date थी. So that is how I missed SP Jan. But after that, I realized this. That was only one college. For my next colleges, IIM Ahmedabad, Kozhikode, Shillong, everything, I made a calendar. What is the interview date? What is the application date? What documents are required? What I have, what I don't have. Because I was working till 31st January. So my work experience documents were not available. In that case, what affidavit you need to put in? So all those documents, scanning them, uploading them, putting them in a file folder as per the college requirements. That is the next step. And the third step for interview is talking to your seniors who are right now in MBA school. What did you do last year? What were the questions asked in this particular interview? What if they asked this? What if they asked that? Because I have heard a lot of weird stories of question being asked in the interviews, but then particularly I have not faced any question in my interviews so far. Luckily, touch wood.
नहीं, वो एक और पता है राघव, एक और रीजन भी होता है कि कुछ वो वियर्ड होता है ना, तो वो ज्यादा हाईलाइट हो जाता है. तो दैट्स अ टॉकिंग पॉइंट, बट वी नीड टू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दैट 90% 95% ऑफ द इंटरव्यू तो सेम ही रहती है. वो एक आध वियर्ड चीज वो बस खराब नहीं करना चाहिए उसको, पूरे 95% को लेट इट पास ऑफ. बट वो बात भी उसके बारे में ज्यादा होती है. वो 5% एक्चुअली 90% बात हो जाती है उसके बारे में.
Because I can give you, yeah, because I can give you one example. My sister was also preparing with Hitbullseye. Her name is Ishita, and she was appearing for Narsi Munji. So in her interview, everything was going really smooth. She had done BMS and she was being asked questions about finance and everything. And all of a sudden, interviewer asked, "Okay, Ishita, tell me if the national bird of India should be changed from parrot to sparrow." And she's like, What? And they're like, yeah, sparrow. And sir, why, sir? Because sparrow is a extinct bird, a rare species, XYZ. And after 10 minutes, she's like, sir, I got your point. It's not parrot, it's peacock.
Yes, yes, yes. That is what I was wondering.
Yeah.
No,
So so that measures your presence of mind and handling stress. So the only key question of weird questions in interview is to know how you'll perform under stress.
yes.
So the first and foremost thing if you're going for interviews is work on a stress management. Start meditating if you have some anxiety or stress issues, because
Hmm.
that is going to help you a long way.
No, no, so definitely. I always tell all the students it's aptitude, it's attitude, it's your IQ, it's your EQ, it's your spiritual quotient. You have to balance it out in life. You have to balance it out in paper. You cannot say that, भाई अब तो मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, मम्मा पापा को बाहर, मम्मा मुझे डिस्टर्ब मत करना, पापा आप बार बार बस डांटते ही रहते हो सबको. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता. वो सब चलेगा नॉर्मली, राइट? जो भी होता है वो नॉर्मली चलेगा. आपको ये देखना है कि आप फिर भी कितना कंसंट्रेट कर पाते हैं. Right? This is your goal, right? They are supporting you in your goal, but you cannot say leave everything and support me in my goal,
Hmm.
right? They will if they can, but you cannot put the gun on their shoulder and gun on their head and say कि ये तो ऐसे ही करना है. So this is not how things have to happen, right? So balance it out in life, keep a stable head. All the students who got good calls are the ones who had a stable head. And if you look at it in this way, please, students or boys, girls who have a stable head on their shoulders are the ones who are actually capable of leading companies to the next level. Right? How can you do it with a skewed personality? You cannot do it with a skewed personality. You sooner or later get stuck, and that would be a bad thing, getting stuck. Try and make these changes in your approach and see how things start falling in life for you. Right? Take everyone along, empathize, take everyone along, surround yourself. One very important thing is please surround yourself with people or students who have a similar thought process. You cannot have students or people preparing who are distracting you with something that you should not be getting distracted with. Okay, and your peer group actually makes you succeed. So why do we want to get into a good B school? Or why does a student want to aspire to get into a good B school? Because everyone is running, and he needs to understand that pace and with which everyone is running, and then you automatically become that good. आपको पता नहीं चलता, वो धीरे धीरे every day that slowly gradually things change and you become a great person. So that is why you start doing it.
Sir, like
So
I have an example. Even
yes,
when
please.
people go to gym for weight loss, no. So people are like, okay, तुम ये खा लो, तुम ये मत खाओ, weight कम हो जाएगा. And then you stop going to gym and weight again बढ़ जाता है. And then
Yes.
people come to a change. Lifestyle changes are required. That
Hmm.
you have to live in this way, and you have to make this a part of your routine every day, and then you'll get a change. And that is
Exactly.
similar what I experienced last year while preparing for CAT. I became more routine because
Uh,
of the classes. I became more punctual.
uh,
That I was logging in on the right time, and then got more aware about my surroundings because everybody was talking about something. Okay, CAT में ये, that में वो, this college this college that, and that is how you get to know. Okay, there is a lot of world around you, but you are not aware of it, and you need to be aware of it. These
hmm.
are small changes which I felt came into me, which are staying with me right now, and I hope it will
Exactly.
stay for long.
Yes, yes, yes. No, no, definitely. So, I'll just add on to your gym example because I'm a gym goer myself. That if उसके बाद आगे छोले भटूरे ही खाने हैं और छोले भटूरे खाने वाले ही फ्रेंड्स हैं, तो वो 1 घंटा आप 100 साल भी लगा दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला. ठीक है?
Absolutely.
तो that is otherwise surround yourself with people. 3 महीने भी लगा लोगे, you'll be able to. You'll see a perceivable change in yourself. So that's very very important. So Raghav, what to conclude? What do you have to as conclusion? क्या कहना चाहते हो? 5 minute. Then I'll take 5 minutes to conclude.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
So, according to me, conclusion would be right now it is March 2023. People who are watching this for CAT 2023
Hmm.
should not be scared that time is less or syllabus is more. This time is particularly sufficient if you are determined.
Hmm.
So, the only thing which I'll tell you to be is to be determined about CAT 2023. एंड डोंट थिंक कि इस साल नहीं होगा तो अगले साल, इसी साल होना है और इसी साल होएगा।
और इस साल कर लोगे यार, ऐसा कुछ नहीं हो जाएगा अगले साल की, you have enough hours, even if you're working, even if you're studying, you have enough hours. Yeah.
Get determined, be aware of your surroundings, and that is how you will get a particular direction where to work on yourself. Be aware of yourself, and that is, keep on working and you will reach November. पता भी नहीं चलेगा how time flew from June to November. Just it would be like, अब मैं prepare कर रहा हूँ and November came, cat आ गया. It would be that you are determined.
So, though you can add, but I'm taking over since you finished, but you can add. So, over the last 20 years, the only thing which I've realized is, जो हमने बात करी है उसका 80% भी follow कर लोगे, you still get a big, good peaceful. Things will not go right. Things will, you start the thing and it might just go wrong immediately. But the thing is that you need to understand that what matters is now. And if you could use that 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you got that particular day, to the best of your ability, you've increased your aptitude. Also understand that and remember that whenever stress comes calling, and this stress could be because of anything, your younger brother, sister troubling you when you are studying, remember it really is going to improve a part of you, be it your emotional quotient or intelligence quotient. I'll give you an example. So when I took my CAT paper, it was a written paper. It was not a computer-based paper. So, during this time, I was taking the paper in a girls' college where the desk, I am approximately 6 feet. So, where the बैठने की जगह भी प्रॉपर नहीं थी, मेरी टांगे भी अंदर नहीं जा रही थी उस डेस्क के. सो पहले ये हो गया. दूसरी मैंने क्या किया, मैंने घड़ी उतार के साइड पे नीचे रख दी, उसके ऊपर टीचर ने स्टेप कर दिया तो घड़ी भी गई. ठीक है, दो दूसरी चीजें गलत हुई. फिर तीसरी चीज क्या गलत हुई कि उस दिन टीचर को पता नहीं, याद नहीं मेरे को अभी तो एग्जैक्टली, बट टीचर को उस दिन मिरिंडा नहीं पीना था, लेमन मिरिंडा पीना था, ऑरेंज मिरिंडा नहीं पीना था. तो वो लेके आ गए. तो कहती नहीं भैया ये लेके आना. मैंने बोला भैया यहाँ मेरे समोसे तल रहे हैं अंदर और तुम मिरिंडा क्या, मैं तेरे को क्रेट भेज दूंगा यार घर. बट सी अंडरस्टैंड, had I got into this emotional turmoil, I would have come out with I would not have given my best attempt. But I had to be stable to having crossed all this कि ये तो होना ही था. ठीक है, मेरे को उसके बाद भी करना. So whenever trouble comes calling during this preparation, remember it is teaching you something. Okay, it's preparing you something for something difficult in life which you'll be able to handle in a very mature way. That's very important. Fourth, जितनी जल्दी अपनी वीकनेस को एड्रेस कर लोगे उतना अच्छा होगा. सितंबर ऑनवर्ड्स शायद हम ये नहीं बोलेंगे, हम बोलेंगे कि ठीक है जो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है, जो राघव ने बहुत अप्रोप्रिएटली पुट किया कि मैंने एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक छोड़ दिया, वो हम सितंबर अक्टूबर में आपको यही बोलेंगे कि अब अगर नहीं हो पा रहा वो टॉपिक तो वो छोड़ दो. बिकॉज CAT is not about, or any entrance MBA examination is not about only doing the questions, it's also about leaving the questions, right? So वो चीज अभी वीकनेस एड्रेस कर लो. जो वीकनेस रह गई हम उसको उस समय सितंबर अक्टूबर में डिस्कशन करेंगे, काउंसलिंग्स करेंगे. बोल दे कि नहीं हो रहा, अगर जेन्युइनली नहीं हो रहा छोड़. अगर कहीं पे कुछ ग्लिच आ रहा है जहां पे धक्का मार के यू कैन बी मेड टू क्रॉस दैट हर्डल, वी लव दैट यू क्रॉस द हर्डल, बट नॉट एवरीथिंग कैन बी मैनेज्ड. ओके, रिमेंबर द पर्सन हु इज द CEO of a company was not the person who was Shashi Tharoor having the best vocabulary. Hang on, no. Okay, he was not someone who was in Aryabhatta having the best quant. No. Okay, but they knew how do I play with my strengths, but not the strengths of today, strengths which are there in September or October. So till then, work on your weaknesses. What else? अगर ये लगता है किसी को, लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, अगर किसी को ये लगता है कि मेरे पास वर्क एक्सपीरियंस हो तो बेटर होगा, तो मैं एक प्रॉमिस करता हूँ जिनके पास वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, उनको ये लगता है कि अगर मैं पहले ही दे देता बेटर था, राइट? एंड आई विल गिव अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल. 2 साल अपनी बुक्स को बंद करके रखो, तीसरे साल देखना आधा कुछ भी याद नहीं होगा. आधा क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं, कुछ भी याद नहीं होगा. वापस जाके बुक उठाना इज देन वन ऑफ द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट स्टफ. This year you have a chance. this year is the time when you have to make it. If I've not missed anything, this is the conclusion from my side. If Raghav wants to add something, most welcome, Raghav.
Sir, I think that's all. You have covered all aspect of it.
चीजें खराब जाएंगी, ठीक है, but keep a stable head on your shoulder. आप ही ठीक करोगे उसको. God has given you that power, that strength. उसको ठीक करना, बस गुस्सा मत करना. अपने आप को गुस्सा मत करना. Don't be too tough on yourself. अपने पेरेंट्स को मत करना, अपने रिलेटिव्स फैमिली में मत करना. कीप ठंडा दिमाग रखो. कुछ नहीं होता, रात को 2-3 घंटे लगाओगे, वो चीज भी एड्रेस हो जाएगी. वो चीज भी एड्रेस हो जाएगी. Thank you, Raghav. It was lovely having you on the YouTube channel of Hitbullseye this evening. We wish you all the best to all the students, and from all the students who are seeing us today, who, because it's a YouTube, it will be on YouTube, so people will keep seeing it. And from all those people who are seeing it, trust me, these good wishes will take you distances. We wish you all the best from Hitbullseye team. It was lovely having you here. You can reach us out. Anyone can reach us out. The front desk, the counseling counselors, at any time, we'll love to help you out. Thank you so much. Anything you would like to say?
Thank you so much, sir, for having me over here.
Most welcome. I'm